In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful, all peace and prayer be upon our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. This is a new English lesson coming to you from Al Iman School by Mr. Ibrahim Mahmoud and Mr. Basim Abdul Alim. Today is the 12th of April 2020, and let's start our lesson today. We will start by displaying an image here, and as you see, this is a crossword puzzle. And we are going to find the words related to summer activities. So which words can we see here? Yes, the first word, as you see here, what is this word? Yes, summer. Summer what? Holiday. Summer holiday, good. These are two words. What other words can you find? Sun. Where's sun? Yes, here is sun. Bowl. Relax. What else? Fun. Good. So these are different words related to activities that we can do in summer. So let's see the answers. How many words can we find? Summer, holiday, sun, relax. Of course, there is bowl here, and fun. So these words again: summer, sun, relax. You can relax by the sea. Fun, holiday, bowl, and sun. So these are different words that we can do in summer. Now, our lesson today is mainly about using going to express future actions. Here, for example, in the class book, he's giving me some examples to show me how to use going to in the future to express future actions. So if we read the first sentence, look at the gray clouds. Look at the gray clouds, it means someone is talking to another one, and he says to him, look at the gray clouds. So both of them can see the gray clouds. So it's going to rain. Here, this is prediction. This is prediction. Prediction means that you expect something to happen in the future. So in the first sentence, look at the gray clouds, it's going to rain. I cannot say it will rain. Why? Because here the meaning of prediction is that you expect something to happen in the future or in the near future. So here there is an evidence. What's the evidence, teacher? The evidence is that you see the gray clouds. So you cannot say it will rain. You must say it's going to rain. And it's going to rain here mean it is going to rain, because going to is used with am or is or are, which is verb to be in the present. So another sentence, I am going to buy a new computer next month. Here, this is planning. This is planning for the future. And he needs a computer, right? So he will prepare the money and he is going to buy the new computer next month. So there is an evidence here that he is going to buy a new computer, which is next month. So this is planning in the future. So we must use going to. I cannot say I will buy a new computer next month. No, there is intention here. There is planning. So you say I am going to buy, not I will buy. Another sentence, we aren't going to visit our grandparents this weekend. This word, sometimes we say it aren't. And the correct pronunciation for this word is aren't. We aren't going. We aren't going. We aren't going. We aren't going to visit our grandparents this weekend. We aren't going to visit our grandparents this weekend. So this means that we have other plans for the weekend. We are going to do another thing, not we aren't going to visit our grandparents this weekend. So the planning here is very clear. So if we have a planning in the future, we use going to, we don't use will. The last one is a question. Is Sally going to cook lunch for us tomorrow? Here someone is asking, is Sally going to cook lunch for us tomorrow? Yes, she is, or no, she isn't. It means, is there a planning? Is there intention for Sally to cook lunch for us tomorrow? So here, he didn't say, will Sally cook lunch for us tomorrow? Because here we have planning or intention. So for the planning or intention, we don't use will, we use going to. So we use be going to. Be, it means am or is or are. To express future actions in case of arrangement, when you arrange something in the future. When you arrange, it means that you make plans for doing something in the future. the plans or intention. The intention is something inside you when you have intention to do something. Or prediction, expectation that something will happen in the future, which is based on evidence, So these are the different uses of going to in the future. It is used for arrangement or plans or intention or prediction based on evidence. If you predict without evidence, you say, I will. For example, it will rain tomorrow. This is prediction, but it is not based on evidence. But when you say, in the news, they said that, in the news, so this here we have an evidence, you say that it is going to rain tomorrow. So on the spot decision, the difference between going to and will here. On the spot decisions, it means quick decisions that you make without preparation, without arrangement, without intention. We haven't got any flour. For example, your dad or your mom might say, we haven't got any flour. So you say, really? I'll go to the supermarket then. Really? I'll go to the supermarket then. So this is a decision that you made quickly on the spot. It means without preparation. It was very quick to make this decision. When your mom or dad said, we haven't got any flour, so you wanted to help, at the same moment you said, really? I'll go to the supermarket then. So this is the difference between going to and will. Here we use will, I'll. It means I will, because this is a quick decision, a decision that you make without planning. Another thing is intentions. Why have you bought so much flour? Why have you bought so much flour? It means that you went to the supermarket and you bought a lot of flour. So why? Because I am going to make a cake. Because I am going to make a cake. Here, the difference between sentence number 1 and sentence number 2 is that in sentence number 1, we don't have any intention or preparation. We haven't got any flour. I'll go to the supermarket. So this is a quick decision. But in the second one, someone says and asks a question, why have you bought so much flour? Why have you bought so much flour? When I get so much flour, when I get a lot of flour, it means I have intention to do something. Maybe there is a birthday, I'm going to make a birthday cake or something. So he said, because I am going to make a cake, I am going to make a cake. So here these two sentences tell us the difference between using will for quick decisions and using going to for planning or intention. Another thing here, what are they going to do? Look and say. Here we can see the vacuum cleaner and we can see the boy and he is planning to tidy the house. Okay, shall we say he will tidy the house or he is going to tidy the house? What do you think? We can see the vacuum cleaner, we can see the boy, and we can see him ready to do the cleaning. So, yes, excellent. He is going to tidy his house. He is going to tidy his house. Now, move to picture number 2. Here we can see the jumper, and the boy has already started to put on the jumper. So, shall we say he will put on the jumper or he is going to put on the jumper? What do you think? Yes, excellent. He is going to put on a jumper. So we consider the images here as evidence that they have intention or planning to do something. So if they have intention or planning, so we use going to. The first one, he is going to tidy his house. And the second one, he is going to put on a jumper. Now look at number 3. We can see the boy in the garden and he has got some flowers in his hands. And there is water and everything. There is the spade ready for growing plants. So what shall we say here? Shall we say he will plant some flowers or he is going to plant flowers? What do you think? Let's see the answer. So the answer, this is the answer of number 2. Okay, so let's read it. Close the window. She is going to close the window. Why? Because as you see here, there is a lot of air. It's windy. So she is going to close the window because there is evidence. And the next one for the boy, he is going to plant flowers. So we consider the two images as evidence for doing something. He is going to plant flowers and she is going to close the window. Let's look at number 5. This is a motorbike, and he likes it, and he is so happy. He has got the money in his hands, and this is the price. So he is going to buy a motorbike. And the last one, jump off the bridge. As we see here, the rope is tied to his feet, and he is ready to jump. We say he is going to jump off the bridge. So number 5, he is going to buy a motorbike, and the next one, he is going to jump off the bridge. So the answer here is number 5. He is going to buy a motorbike, and he is going to jump off the bridge. So as we saw in the 6 images, we saw that for using going to in the future, we must have intention or planning or arrangement to do something. Now you and your friend are organizing a beach party. Look, read, and say. Here, she says, I'll bring the CDs. They are going to organize a beach party. So she says, I'll bring the CDs. So like an offer to do something. But he said, no, I am going to bring the CDs. It means that he has a certain plan. He has an arrangement to do this. So I am going to bring the CDs. She might say, okay, I'll bring the CD player. And then he says, no, I am going to bring the CD player. Okay, she might say, I'll bring the crisps. She offers to do this, but he might say, no, I am going to bring the crisps. I am going to bring the nuts. So if you are planning, you are not offering here. If you have a plan and you have, for example, gone to the supermarket and you have bought the crisps and the nuts and the biscuits and the burgers and the hot dogs and the drinks and the cake and the guitar. So you are ready with everything. You say, I am going to do that. I am going to bring the crisps. I am going to bring the nuts. But if you are offering to do this, you haven't bought anything yet, you say, I'll bring the biscuits. Someone might say, no, I am going to bring the biscuits. Okay, someone might say, okay, I have a guitar. I'll bring the guitar. But another one might say, no, I am going to bring the guitar. It means he is ready to use the guitar and he has a plan to do this. So here, the main difference between will and going to, well, you offer to do something. You are not planning. You haven't bought anything. You haven't gone anywhere. You are just offering for help, for example. But I am going to, it means I have done all the preparations. I am ready. Now, I have gone to the supermarket. I have called a restaurant. I'll make a delivery, like something like that. So the difference, as I said before, between will and going to, for will, there is no preparation, there is no arrangement. You're just offering to do something. But if you are prepared, if you have intention, if you have arrangement, you must use going to. Now we come to the end of the first part of this video, and let's start the second part after some time. Just wait. Now we come to the second part of our lesson today. So let's start the second part now. Here we have a crossword puzzle, and these words are very important. These sentences are very important, so pay attention, everyone. Here we have across and down. We have across and down. Across is like that, horizontal, and down is like that, vertical. This is down. This is down. So these are across, 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 okay? And these are down, number 5, number 3, number 4, okay? So let's start. Number 2, for example, you take a plane from here. Where do we take the plane? Where do we take the plane? Do we take it from the restaurant, from the harbor, or from the airport? We take it from the airport. Excellent. So you take a plane from here. So this is an airport. Number 6. You use these to see far away objects. The far away objects, if you want to see, for example, the stars in the sky, or if you are at the beach and you want to see something far away in the sea, what do we use? We use the binoculars. We use the binoculars. So these are kind of glasses that we use to see faraway objects. Number 7. The weather in summer is, the weather in summer, number 7. The weather in summer is what? Who can say? The weather in summer. Who can say? Someone might say the weather in summer is hot, but here I need 5 letters. Hot is only 3 letters, so we need another word. Yes, it's sunny. The weather in summer is sunny. The weather in summer is sunny. You camp in this. When you go camping in the desert, when we go camping, we need a place to sit in. So what is this? It's called excellent, it's a tent. It's a tent. So here, we take a plane from here. This is an airport. You use these to see faraway objects. These are binoculars. The weather in summer is sunny. You camp in this, it's a tent. Now, let's go down. You take photos with this. You take photos with what? Number 1. You take photos with a camera. You take photos with a camera. Okay, number 3. You take a packed what? Yes, a packed lunch. A packed lunch when you go on a trip. So we say here the word lunch. The word lunch here. So number 3, you take a packed lunch when you go on a trip. You take a packed lunch when you go on a trip. Number 4, you put clothes in this. When you go camping, you put clothes in a rucksack. A rucksack is a bag that you carry on your back. So number 4 is rucksack. And the last one, you can get across a river on this. When there is a river and you get across the river on a bridge. So here, let's revise these again. You take photos with this camera. You take a packed lunch when you go on a trip. You put clothes in this when you go camping. This is a rucksack, and you can get across a river on this. This is a bridge. Now, let's revise go into. We use be go into for plans and intentions. As we said, if you are planning to do something, if you have intention to do something, we use go into. Be means am or is or are. I am, he is, she is, it is, we are, they are, you are. So we also use it when there is evidence. When there is evidence, I can see the evidence like the image, I can see something, I have a certain information about something. So when there is evidence that something will happen in the near future, not the far future, in the near future, we usually use words such as tomorrow, next month, etc. with be going to. And we have an example here. I am going to start violin lessons next month. It means that he talked to the teacher and they arranged everything. And there is a plan here that they will start next month. So he says, I am going to start. I cannot say, I will start the violin lessons next month. Why? Because there is planning here. So I say, I am going to start. Another thing, there are a lot of clouds in the sky. There are a lot of clouds in the sky. I can see the clouds in the sky. So I can say it's going to rain. I cannot say it will rain. Why? Because the prediction here is based on evidence. Now look at this boy. Can I say he will jump in the water or he is going to jump? What do you think? I can see the boy. I can see the swimming pool. So I say, look at the kid. He's going to jump into the water. Look at the kid. I can see the kid and I can see him ready for jumping. So I say he is going to jump into the water. I have done this. So I think I'll go bungee jumping. Here, we need to choose the correct one. Which one is correct? Is it will or going to? Number 1. Someone says, I am so tired. This is page 44, exercise 8. I am so tired. Someone says, I am so tired. I think I will, or I am going to go to bed early tonight. He is tired, right? And he thinks that he's not sure here. There is no planning, but he says, I will go to bed early tonight because he is so tired. and he's speaking about himself. So this is a quick decision about himself. This is not planning. So he says, I will go to bed early tonight. Number 2, are you going to or will you drive me to the airport, please? This is a request. This is a request. A request means someone asks another one to do something for him. So, will you drive me to the airport, please? So, if there is a request, use will. Don't use going to. Don't use going to. Why, teacher? Because this is a request. If you ask someone to do something for you, you say, will you? You cannot say, are you going to? Okay? Will you drive me to the airport, please? I don't want to go by taxi. So the answer here is will. Number 3, we are going on a school trip. We are going on a school trip. Usually school trips are organized and they send permission paper to parents. So everything is arranged, everything is planned. So I say we are going to or we will take a packed lunch. We are going to take a packed lunch. Why? Because there is planning here. Number 4, I am not sure. I am not sure. He says, I am not sure. I am not sure. So there is no evidence here, but there is prediction. I think. When he says, I think, and he's not sure, it snow next week. I think it will snow next week. Why? Because he's not sure. He just thinks that. Number 5, look here. It's dark in here. It's dark in here. It's dark in the room, for example. Okay. Another one replies. Someone says, it's dark in here. Another one saying, okay, I am going to or I will turn on the lights. This is on the spot decision. So he says, I will turn on the lights. Number 6. This is the answer of number 5 is will turn on the lights. Number 6. Your jeans are dirty. Someone says to another, your jeans are dirty. He says to him, I know. When I know something, it means I have a plan to do something. So I am going to or I will wash them today. I say I'm going to wash or I will wash. He says I know. So I am going to wash them today. So this is a planning or intention here. Number 7, I will or I am going to buy a swimsuit because I want to go swimming this afternoon. He has a plan to go swimming this afternoon. So he says, I am going to buy a swimsuit. Number 7, I am going to buy a swimsuit. Why, teacher? Because he says, I want to go swimming. There is planning, there is intention here this afternoon. The last one, I promise. When there is a promise, use will. Use will. I promise I won't forget to write. I promise I won't forget to write. So let's revise the answers again. Number 1 is done. Number 2, will you drive me to the airport, please? This is a request. Here we are going on a school trip. We are going to take a packed lunch. This is planning or intention. I am not sure, but I think so. This is prediction, but not based on evidence. So we use will. Number 4, will only. Number 5, it's dark in here. Okay, I will turn on the lights. So this is on the spot decision, quick decision. Number 6, your jeans are dirty. I know. I am going to wash them. This is planning or intention. Number 7, I will or I am going to buy a swimsuit because I want to go swimming this afternoon. I say I am going to because this is intentional planning. The last one is a promise, and for the promises we use will. So for the request, for the quick decision, for the promise we use will. Again, for the request means you ask someone to do something for you, like, will you help me please? Or for the promise, I promise I will do something. Or when you think that something will happen, but you don't have an evidence, we use will. But for going to, there must be intention or planning. Intention or planning. So the last question in our lesson today, what are you going to do today? Do you have any plans today? Do you have any plans today? Are you going to play games, for example? Are you going to watch the video, the English video? Are you going to answer some exercises? Are you going to help your mom in the kitchen? Are you going to help your dad with his work? So what will you say? You say, I am going to. Why? Because he asks you about your plans or intention, saying, what are you going to do today? So your answer must be, I am going to, someone might say, I'm going to play games, play video games. I'm going to help my mom in the kitchen. I am going to clean my room. I am going to do the English homework. I am going to do something. So this is planning or intention. Now we come to the end of this video. I hope that it was interesting for you. In our video today, we learned the difference between will and going to. We said that will is used for the request, for the promise, for the prediction, but without an evidence. We said that that going to is used always with planning or intentions So this was the main differences, or these were the main differences between will and going to. Now we come to the end of our lesson today. I hope that it was interesting for you. Until I meet you again, I wish you all good luck and goodbye. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.